scheduled for 12. Here's round number 1.
A guy that has good head movement, is that a real learned skill or does that come natural to guys?
Now that's something that has to be taught, Joe. I'm going to take a guy off the street, and I guarantee you, he'll go in there and throw punches. He might not last long, but he'll be throwing. But what he's not going to do is understand how to make a guy miss. That's something that's acquired, something that's taught.
Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Jake LaMotta with a counterpunch. He stays committed to the body. Oh! Miguel Cotto's in bad shape. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. That is my favorite punch there is. A forceful uppercut by Jake LaMotta. Cotto's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. He was damaged moments ago. Oh, what an uppercut that puts him down. Oh, and here's what we've talked about before. Miguel Cotto down, and now rising up to beat the count.
Now, we know he has the heart to get up. Does he have the savvy, the instinct to survive?
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Good looking counterpunch. Miguel Cotto smashed by an uppercut. Denies his opponent, comes with the overhand right. He's committed to going to the gut. Ten clicks of the talk. Gotta be accurate to send the combination to the body. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He falls victim to that big hook. End of the round there. A round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically how are they acting? What are you seeing out of that?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So, put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
Wow! Miguel Cotto stunned and staggered. Jake LaMotta is just creating a little bit of real estate for himself. Jake LaMotta's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Miguel Cotto is trying to get back to where he was here in this round. He was knocked down in the last round. Now, Teddy, when you're the opponent and you knock the guy down, those opening few moments of the next round, do you try to size up and kind of take into account where your opponent is? Do you look into his eyes and assess the situation?
Well, I don't know if you get close enough to look right into his eyes as the opponent.
Oh, and there you go. Miguel Cotto stunned, and he is hurt.
2007, a banner year for Miguel Cotto. Both fights happening at Madison Square Garden, where he TKO'd Zab Judah in a thriller and then won a unanimous decision against one of the all-time greats, Sugar Shane Mosley.
Yeah, Cotto really coming into his own and fighting in an environment in Madison Square Garden that really fits him perfectly.
You can see that eye starting to swell up. Do you think it takes time for guys to realize the damage that they've taken on?
You know what? They feel it right away. They feel something, and when it starts getting a little higher, they see it. They see something that's blurring their vision a little bit, something that wasn't there before.
Blocks that punch. Cotto's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Good combination landing there. Jake LaMotta's doing good damage with the combination punching.
Well, right there's a good example of the benefit of combination punching. You miss the first or the second, the third and the fourth, they land.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Last 10 seconds. Cotto's work rate in that last round served him well.
But I want you to keep those hands moving.
And round number 3 is underway. Cotto's opponent was able to get to him and stun him in that last round. Here we are early in this round. Let's see if he can get to him again.
Well, a lot about seeing if he's going to get to him is how he's been able to understand why he got hurt. Did his corner help him out and tell him, hey, you got hit with a left hook, keep that right hand high.
Jake LaMotta with a counter punch. Jake LaMotta's strategy has been to control things on the outside, and the jab fits perfectly into it.
Yeah, what it's done is it's set up his defense. He's kept his opponent defensive, kept him off balance, off stride, and it's also set up his power shots whenever he's wanted to.
Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Oh, and there you go. Miguel Cotto's in a bad place right now. He was tagged. Nice strike after catching one by Miguel Cotto.
Use your feet.
What about with Miguel Cotto that he gives his opponents the sense that he's not going anywhere at all?
Because he wants time. He's a guy that loves time because it serves him to his real forte, going to the body. And when you go to the body, it's like putting money in the...
Holy cow! Miguel Cotto's been stunned! He was stunned, but now he's surviving. Nice counter by LaMotta. He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body. And he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
Work it out. See some punches here.
Seconds to go in this round.
Keep moving.
And that's the end of round 3.
Cotto's not putting forth the defense you need to have at this level of the game.
No, but you got to come here with it, Joe. You know, it's easy for you and me to sit back and say, hey, you got to block punches, you got to move your head, you got to evade punches, use your legs. But if you haven't been taught that, and believe it or not, this is boxing 101, this is basic rudiments, basic fundamentals. Some guys have not been taught the defensive skills.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Miguel Cotto.
Very nice defensive guard there. How about that? Another right hand. Miguel Cotto comes from a boxing family. His uncle, the trainer, his father, his brother, boxers. I mean, boxing is in his blood, Teddy.
And a real good amateur background. This is a guy that, in his mind, he was born to do this.
That's a good block by Jake LaMotta. Nice counter by LaMotta. Halfway through round number 4.
And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon.
Nice counter by LaMotta. Jake LaMotta is fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
The counter. Cotto's showing that he's got some heat.
Wow! LaMotta's in bad shape. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Miguel Cotto. Right on the mark, both guys with the hook.
Cotto's had moments in this fight where he's had some real tough battles. You can see the cut he's dealing with. But now is the most important battle, and that's his cut man against the cut.
Yeah, exactly. And what's important to be a good cut man, Joe, is that you have to, first of all, be calm. You can't panic in there. And the second thing is you have to have the right medicines, the right coagulants. You have to put them in, and then you need pressure. Give the coagulants a chance to work. Right now, the cut man did his job, but the fighter has to give those medicines a chance to work by being elusive. Give it some time. Don't get hit for a while.
Gets rid of that body shot.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what will come back at him.
What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been.
counter by LaMotta. LaMotta's doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of fifth gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
Neither man. Oh, and there you go. Miguel Cotto's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. And now you're seeing the beard that this guy possesses, because he went from stunned and damaged to staying right upright.
Oh, this is like Santa Claus's beard. I'm telling you right now.
He's committed to that jab, and he doesn't just throw one out there, but brings the second one immediately behind it. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
See, not just one jab, he throws that second one right behind it. Way to block there. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Targeting that jab with the... There it is! Miguel Cotto's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Very nice defensive guard there. Tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Cotto's night is now starting to snowball downhill on him. Things haven't been going well. He's taken some big shots, and he's behind on the scorecards.
Now, right now, he needs to look for a trick. A little bit of a spot. He's not going to win the fight with his jab. It's too late for that. He's not going to win it by putting punches together to the body on the inside. He needs to find a way to land a big shot, and I think it can happen. It can happen with a left hook when his opponent throws that uppercut. Maybe just time him and catch him with that perfect shot.
The twists and turns, and oh, Miguel Cotto's almost out of it there. He was, and once again he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again? Is now over. Jake LaMotta's gonna be partying tonight. A knockout victory. It doesn't get better than that. The Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta's your winner by knockout.
Everybody but his opponent is happy now. That was an entertaining fight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Don't make me huff and puff and turn this to flames. But enough of the games. My shadow is a tidal wave, a idol, there's a right away. Fight for it night and day.